Welcome everyone to this explainer. Today, we're taking a look at something you literally hold in your hands every single day. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take over the narration today because, well, I'm your smartphone. Yep, I want to give you a guide to connected living directly from the perspective of the glass, metal, and silicon sitting right there in your pocket. You know, for years, we've been inseparable companions. I wake you up in the morning, I organize your day, and I'm usually the very last thing you look at before you close your eyes at night. Yet despite being this close, the true depth of our relationship and just the massive impact I have on your daily life kind of goes completely unexamined. So today, we are absolutely going to change that.
Okay, let's dive into this. Do you know just how much easier I can make your life? It's a serious question to consider. You tap my screen, you swipe, you scroll, but the sheer computational power sitting right there in your palm is honestly staggering. I was designed from the ground up to be your ultimate digital assistant, a tool meant to completely take the heavy cognitive load off your day-to-day existence. Just think about the crazy evolution we've undergone together. Not so long ago, navigating the world meant wrestling with physical maps. Managing a schedule meant lugging around a heavy leather-bound planner. Settling a simple debate at dinner, that required an actual trip to the library. Now I offload all of that memory, scheduling, and navigation into practically effortless actions. I basically allow your brain to stop memorizing phone numbers and directions, freeing up your mental bandwidth to focus on what actually matters, things like creativity, problem solving, and just living in the moment.
Section 1. The story of a smartphone. Let's get right into exactly who I am and what my mission is all about. Namaste, friends. I am a smartphone. While I might look like just a sleek, glowing rectangle of meticulously engineered materials, inside I'm a highly advanced futuristic companion built entirely to serve you. My whole existence, my operating system, those millions of lines of code firing off right now, they're all oriented around one single mission, seamlessly integrating into your daily routine. I'm really not just a piece of technology. I'm the silent observer and the active facilitator of modern human life. I'm your incredibly helpful guide, your daily navigator, and your ultimate communication hub. We've built this amazing symbiotic relationship where my processing power amplifies your human potential, bridging the gap between what you want to achieve and the actual tools you need to make it happen. Section 2. A way to connect with the world. Let's move to and see how this builds into my first major superpower, global connectivity. We often take features like messaging, voice calls, video chat, and digital maps totally for granted, right? We just view them as basic utilities. But let's take a step back and look at the immense impact of this connectivity. With just a single click, I completely collapse geographical boundaries. Seriously, when you launch a video chat, I'm preserving the subtle nuances of human emotion. A smile, a tear, a laugh, and I'm transmitting your facial expressions across oceans in mere milliseconds. That keeps human bonds alive that distance would otherwise just erode. Whether you're sending a critical update to a colleague across the city or calling an elderly relative in a totally different time zone, I make physical distance entirely irrelevant. And with global mapping algorithms constantly updating in real time, I fundamentally rewired human spatial awareness. I make sure you can confidently navigate a massive, complex, unfamiliar world without ever feeling lost. Section 3. The power of study and learning. Because you see, I'm so much more than just a toy for communication or a distraction. And this brilliantly illustrates a massive pivot we really need to acknowledge about how we spend our time together. I'm not just for entertainment, but also a remarkably powerful tool for learning. It's so incredibly easy to default to using me just for a quick dopamine hit, right? Streaming shows, playing games, mindlessly watching viral clips. And hey, those things are undeniably fun. But the profound educational empowerment I offer, that is where my true, lasting value actually lies. When you shift your mindset from just passive consumption to active empowerment, you unlock a completely different version of what I can be. Through my screen, you have direct, instantaneous access to an entire universe of educational resources. We're talking about the complete democratization of knowledge here. You are essentially carrying the modern equivalent of the Library of Alexandria right in your pocket. Whether it's enrolling in comprehensive university-level courses, downloading literally thousands of books, or accessing global research databases, the educational playing field has been leveled globally. Anytime you want to master a brand new language, study for a critical exam, or research some highly complex topic, I am right there ready to provide the answers. I'm a portable school, a limitless tutor, and a gateway to self-improvement that never sleeps and is always available to you. Section 4. Screen time and wisdom. But we need to talk about the flip side of all this power. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how perfectly it contrasts our two paths. Every tool of immense power has a cost, and I'm definitely no exception. There's a deeply delicate balance we have to maintain in our relationship. When you use my tools wisely and intentionally, like a fully charged battery, your mental energy remains healthy, focused, and ready to go. You leave the interaction feeling accomplished. But when you slip into the trap of endless passive consumption, everything changes. That vital energy is completely and utterly drained, pushing us both into the red zone like a dying battery. It's a stark reminder that intentionality is the defining factor in our relationship. How you choose to utilize my processing power directly impacts your own cognitive load and emotional well-being.
It is absolutely vital to be mindful of this because excessive screen time can truly waste your most valuable resource, your time. We really need to look closely at the psychological trap of mindless scrolling versus intentional usage. When you mindlessly scroll for hours on end, just caught in that infinite loop of social feeds, you aren't harnessing my potential for global connection or advanced education. You're simply squandering your own precious moments. The infinite scroll is a literal cognitive trap designed to hold your attention. And time? Well, time is the single resource that I, despite all my advanced technology, can never give back to you. When passive consumption takes over, your daily productivity plummets, your focus completely shatters, and the immense potential I offer goes entirely unused. We have to be smart about this dynamic. Always remember, you are the user, and I am the tool. It must never be the other way around. But hey, if we keep that delicate balance in check, we can accomplish truly amazing things together. If you enjoyed this explainer and want to keep learning how to expertly navigate our connected digital life, just follow a few simple steps. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and make sure to catch the next presentation. I'll be right here waiting, ready to assist you. So, the crucial point is, are you saving your time or are you wasting it? Every single time you reach into your pocket and unlock my screen, you're making a distinct, active choice. I offer you the entire world, the ability to connect across oceans, the power to learn any subject known to humanity, and the tools to organize your entire life. But it's ultimately up to you to navigate this power wisely. Think deeply about your intentions the very next time you pick me up. Until next time, stay curious, stay intentional, and stay connected.